Wow. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Visionary Conversations with Shanna. Of course, I'm your host, Shanna A. Jefferson. And as a business coach and psychotherapist, I help entrepreneurs such as yourself create harmony in your life and business through personal development, mental wellness, and creating sustainable business practices. And y'all, it has been oh my gosh, seems like it's been forever. But we are back. We are live. Visionary Conversations with Shanna. And I am so grateful, so happy for the amazing visionary guest that we have today, y'all, Mr. Ty Hamilton. So do me a favor. I want you to share this video. Invite all of your business besties, or perhaps there's someone out there that's just getting started on their entrepreneur journey. Tell them to be here now, okay? This is the place to be. Join us live. We're talking today about 5 major marketing mistakes. So before we bring Mr. Ty Hamilton on, because he can, of course, tell y'all a lot more about himself, let's play this brief video from our visionary sponsor, Swag Her Magazine. Swag Her has been rocking with me, y'all, since day one. My first show, Visions of Greatness talk show. Y'all may recall we were live in the studio in the ATL. I miss it so much, y'all. Met so many amazing entrepreneurs. But now, thankfully, I can connect with y'all from anywhere. Matter of fact, today I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. Shout out to anyone and everyone in the Queen City. And likewise, you don't have to come to the studio to connect with me. All right. So let's take a look at this. Check out this video from our visionary sponsor, Swag Her Magazine. And then once we return, we will have no other than the one and only Mr. Ty Hamilton. All right, here we go.
Swag Her Magazine is an empowerment and lifestyle publication for Black women who like to be real with themselves and in business. The magazine also offers public relations services and visibility coaching for Black women-led businesses, coaches, authors, and girl bosses so that they receive more exposure and grow their brands. To learn more about Swag Her Magazine, please visit www.swagher.net. That's www.swagher.net. Check our swag. We're more than a mag.
Thank you so much to Swag Her Magazine for your continued sponsorship of not just the Visions of Greatness, but also the Shanna A. Jefferson personal brand. So now, y'all, without further ado, we're going to bring on Mr. Ty Hamilton, who is a self-awareness brand strategist. You may be asking, well, what is that? Ty is going to tell you, okay, everything that he does and all about him, as well as his company, Creative Dimensionz. All right, so let's see, Ty, if I can bring you on live. There we are. What's up, Ty? Oh, wait, let's see. No volume. Let's get your volume on.
I'm sorry. I apologize. How you doing? I'm doing great.
I'm awesome, Ty. Ty, it's always a great time, of course, when we connect. So trust, I am super happy to have you today. Sharing with the Visions of Greatness audience. See, I'm saying Visions of Greatness. Visions of Greatness is still live and well. We're just not going live at this moment, but Visionary Conversations with Shanna. So what's been going on, Ty?
Man, so a lot has been going on since the last time we spoke, right? The last time we spoke, I want to say I had a newborn, right? Son was just born not too long ago. The last time we spoke, I have another one on the way. So this would be kid number 6. Yeah. So, my wife, Jasmine, she's actually, I believe August 26th is the due date.
Oh, August, so baby.
Right around the corner.
I love August babies. Yes. I love it, Ty. Congratulations in advance. And I know Jasmine is watching us. And if she's not, tell your wife, hello.
She's probably asleep right now.
Yep. All right, Ty. Well, today we're discussing 5 major marketing mistakes that's keeping entrepreneurs and business owners perhaps from getting more customers. But before we dive into that topic, because I know you're about to give them some real gems, Ty, right?
Yes.
Before we dive into the topic more, why don't you just tell the Visionary Conversations with Shanna audience a little bit more about you, what you do, and including what is a self-awareness brand strategist?
Okay, so my name is Ty Hamilton. I'm here based out of the Atlanta area, actually south of Atlanta. And I started my entrepreneurial journey in 2015 after the birth of my daughter. She was born in 2014, but 2015 I kind of got introduced to this thing called networking events. Had no idea about it. I wanted to be a freelance graphic designer, so I kind of entered in my journey as that, doing logos, flyers, posters, banners, anything that you could think of that was printed. That was my thing. If it could be printed, I could design it. So I did that 15, 16, 17. I started designing websites. And then 2019, I kind of evolved a transition into more consulting. One thing I learned helping my clients with their design work, just because of how I approach design and the type of questions I ask, I realized many of my clients needed assistance with marketing, with branding, and some of the challenges they had answering questions that I would ask about, like, what's the vision for your business long term? Or, how does your product or service truly benefit your clients or your customers? Sometimes they would struggle. And that comes from having a lack of self-awareness in your business, because sometimes you have people who are so great at executing the thing that they do, they may not always be aware of the real impact that it's having on the people that they're either, selling their product to or service they're delivering it to. And now I'm in a space where, honestly, I'm focusing more on helping my clients with their marketing, with getting their messaging right, with being able to identify the right audience, things of that nature, the things that are intangible that people struggle with trying to figure out, something I struggled with for a long time, trying to figure out myself.
Absolutely. And certainly, of course, I'm a business owner. Started my first business a little under 10 years ago. And y'all, I'm always a learner as well. So Tom over here taking notes, because you truly have been a blessing in my life and my business since we connected in I don't know how long ago now, 6, 7.
It's been a while. You were actually the first person that I was able to help in that capacity, as far as like just in the consulting capacity, because prior to that, most of my consulting was done under the freelance graphic designer kind of label. And so actually, I think the way we initially met was I did a promo for free. I was doing free like branding tips, I think is what it was. Mm-hmm. And that's how we connected. We had a call, we talked about your business at the time and what you were doing. And I just kind of had some ideas that I shared with you based off of what you were trying to do at the time. And it just kind of grown from there.
Yeah, I did not know that I was the first. Gosh, trust.
Yeah.
You have done so much to help my, personal brand, and as well as my businesses as well. So I am forever, forever, forever grateful for you, Ty. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
So before we dive more into the topic of 5 major marketing mistakes, tell us a little bit more as to why marketing, you touched on this a little bit, but why is marketing so critical for creatives, business owners, and entrepreneurs?
Well, I mean, that's how you get the word out, right? If you have a business, a service, product, how would anybody know what it is you're selling and what you have to offer? That's the way you get the word out, is through marketing. Some people call it advertising. Some people call it promoting. It's really all the same thing. They're just words that are interchangeable. There may be some minute differences, but essentially you're getting the word out. And marketing is key. And in my, what I call market research, right, when I do what I call hand-to-hand combat and I go into these Facebook groups, and the one question I always ask is, what is the greatest thing you're facing in your business right now, or the greatest challenge in your business that if you could overcome it, your business will grow? And marketing is always the number one thing outside of capital or funding. Mm-hmm. And most people that I talk to when I engage in conversation, it's either they don't have time to market or they don't even know where to start. And marketing is it's such a robust activity, because there's so many small things inside of this or under this one umbrella of marketing that if you don't have any kind of guidance, it can be overwhelming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And that's one of the things that I hear a lot as well, Ty, when I work with my clients. Many of them come to me for therapy.
Mhm.
However, they're also business owners and just feeling overwhelmed, right? So
Yep.
not having the time or not knowing how to create the time, right? Through
Yep.
we won't go into full detail about that today, right? But through delegating, through system, I mean, so many different ways that you can leverage your time.
Yes.
So many ways that are imperative to leverage your time as a
Yeah.
business owner, as an entrepreneur, because the truth is you're just one person. And
That's
as
it.
they say, we all have the same 24 hours in a
That's it.
day. But how are you going to maximize those 24 hours that you have each and every day?
Exactly. And one thing my coach, what he told me was, and this is the benefit of when you market well, then you don't have to sell as much. Your marketing essentially does the selling for you when you do it the right way.
All right, we're gonna start getting into those nuggets, those tips, those mistakes that is to avoid as an entrepreneur when marketing. So if y'all haven't already done so, share this video, tag an entrepreneur, a creative, a business owner today as we're
Hey,
discussing with self-awareness brand strategist Ty Hamilton 5 major marketing mistakes. So I'm going to be checking off to see how many of these mistakes that I have made. And honestly, I'll go ahead and admit, some point it's
listen,
probably been all 5, right?
listen. I've made all 5.
Okay, there we
Yeah.
go. So this is a place that we all need to be. Okay, so
Yes.
join us, share this video, tag others, and before Ty starts dropping those nuggets, let's take a look at this brief commercial from one of our sponsors. All right. Thank you, Creating Change Academy, for sharing that commercial with us. Once again, I'm your host, Shanna A. Jefferson, and we have Self-Awareness Brand Strategist Ty Hamilton joining us today discussing 5 major marketing mistakes. So if you haven't already done so, grab your pen and paper, take some notes because look at him, he's ready, y'all. Ty is ready. Ty, stay ready, y'all. So Ty's about to drop some nuggets for y'all. Let's get it, Ty. What's mistake number 1 that entrepreneurs make when marketing?
So the first mistake that we make, and most of us make these mistakes early on, but some is something that we just continue to make because we're not aware. And that's what it is. So the first major mistake that we make is having a lack of awareness, but it's twofold. All right. So on one hand, you may not be fully aware of the benefit that you bring to your customer or client, right? Whether it's a product or a service. When it comes to making a purchase, most people make purchases based off emotion, right? They're driven emotionally based off the way they feel. So the first thing you want to do is you want to be aware of the benefit that you bring or the benefit that your product brings or your service to your customer, right? The second part of that is where marketing comes in. They may not be aware of you, right? So you have to raise their level of awareness also, which is through marketing and promoting and things of that nature. Raise their level of awareness to let them know that you exist, that you have a solution for their problem. And on the flip side, you also must be aware of the problem you solve and the solution, the benefit that you're bringing to them.
Absolutely. I love it. I'm going to drop that in the comments, Ty, while you're speaking. So tip number 1.
Tip number 1 is the mistake is having a lack of awareness. That's the mistake.
Awesome.
So obviously the solution is, yes. So to fix that, you will need to raise your level of awareness.
And just briefly, how does an entrepreneur, maybe one thing an entrepreneur can do to raise their level of awareness, Ty?
Marketing. Start telling people about what it is you do and how you can help them. I mean, it's that simple. It's really that simple.
I knew you were going to say that because, as a matter of fact, one of the things, Ty, it stays in my head, and a lot of people that I meet, I credit you for sharing this with me. Do I do it well 100% of the time? Of course not. But trust, you are in my head. And Ty shared with me, y'all, years ago, people need to hear and see you. You
Yes.
have to show up. You
Mm-hmm.
have to show up. Let people know. Don't wait for people to know who you are and what you do. You have to be present. You have
Mm-hmm.
to show up. Okay.
Yes.
So tip number one is, or mistake number one is a lack of awareness. And as Todd indicated, the solution is marketing. Show up. Show
Mm-hmm.
up for yourself. Show up for your business. All right. Let's see. Do we have any comments here? I'm trying to actually maneuver Facebook, and I'm not looking at YouTube at the moment as well. So we are broadcasting live on YouTube as well. So hello to everyone on YouTube checking us
How's it
out.
going? How's it going?
Of course, if you did not catch us live, you're unable to watch us live, it's okay. Just catch the replay, okay? And just drop in the comments, replay once you do watch this replay today. So Ty is dropping 5 major marketing mistakes that all of us, perhaps as entrepreneurs, make or we have made at some point. So Ty, give them number 2, mistake number 2.
Number 2 is tied to number 1, lack of clarity. Right? Because if you're not fully aware of the benefits you provide or the benefit your product or service it provides to your customer or client, then it's hard for you to be clear when you communicate that in your marketing, right? You need to be clear about that in your messaging so that you can deliver the right message. And I like to talk about the definition of clarity. So clarity is defined as the quality or state of being clear. So what does that mean in this sense? It means that when you are marketing or telling people about your business, your service, product, you need to be clear in how you explain the benefit or the solution you provide, right? You have to be clear about that, because if you're not, you'll lose them. You'll miss the mark. You have to be able to speak to that pain point, but you can't speak to it if you don't know what it is. That's the awareness piece. So knowing what the pain point is, the awareness, and then being able to speak directly to that so that you connect with them and then they act on what you're asking for is the clarity piece.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm just dropping in the Facebook comments now. Mistake number 1, lack of awareness, and mistake number 2, lack of clarity.
Like, and I want, let me, sorry, I want to give an example. So like, for instance, let's just say you are a fitness trainer, right? And you're helping people, whatever it is, with fitness. What benefit are you truly providing? Now, granted, the easy answer is better health, right? Better wellness. But what is the benefit of that? Longer living. All right, what's the benefit of that? Now, this person, they feel more confident when they go out, right? They're not ashamed of how they look. They're not afraid to put on a little black dress. He's not afraid to take his shirt off, right? They're not worried about not seeing their grandkids grow up. They don't have to turn the lights off when it's time to get, you know what, like this is what you're really providing as a fitness coach or trainer, whatever. It's a level of confidence. It's a peace of mind. It's raising self-esteem. That's the true benefit. It's more than just, getting stronger, right, being healthy and look, it's deeper than that. And that's what you want to be clear on. That's the clarity and the awareness. They go hand in hand. You convert more and you have a stronger connection when you can speak to your potential audience or your target audience in that way.
Wow. Amazing, amazing tips, y'all. Speak to your client's pain. All right. Extremely critical as an entrepreneur. If you want to be successful, if you want to reach more clients, right? Or clients or customers, or get more leads, you have to speak to your potential audience's pain point. All right. Now, there's so much more, of course, that Ty can share with y'all. We're going to get to mistakes number 3, 4, and 5. But before we do that, Ty, because you're dropping so much great information, how can the Visionary Conversation with Shanna audience get in contact with you?
Oh, I mean, it's simple. So you can find me on Instagram at Ty Hamilton is. That's is with an IZ. www.creativedimensionz.com, and that's Dimensionz with a Z on the end, right? And you can email me at workwithty, that's TY, just workwithty at creativedimensionz.com. Once again, Dimensionz with a Z on the end. And I'm on Facebook also, Ty Hamilton, or business page is Creative Dimensionz. So I'm on all social media,
Do me a favor, y'all. Follow Ty now, right? Take a moment, follow Ty and Creative Dimensionz on Instagram, on Facebook.
Mhm.
Go check out their website as well. You will not regret it. All right. Let's get to mistake number 3, Ty. What's the third mistake that entrepreneurs make when marketing?
Mistake number 3 is you're sending the wrong message, probably to the right people, right? So if your awareness isn't there and you're not clear about the benefits, then your messaging is wrong. You're saying the wrong thing to the right people. So it's the messaging, or you could be saying the wrong thing to the wrong people, but in most cases, you're probably targeting the right audience, but you have the wrong message. You have to get your messaging right. The way you get your messaging right for your marketing is by being clear. Of course, doing your research, tapping in with your audience, listening, right? Like I mentioned, when I do what I call hand-to-hand combat and I ask these questions, what's the biggest obstacle in your business right now? What is something that if you could overcome will help your business grow? And I just read what people say, and I go in and I engage in, and they tell me, they say funding, they say capital, they say website, they say marketing, they say they need better employees, they said better mindset. Everything. And then you just kind of keep chopping away. So that's one way I kind of gather my information. But yeah, 3 is the messaging is wrong. The messaging is wrong. So back to the example, if you're a fitness trainer and you're talking about building muscle, right? But that's the messaging that you're giving, but you're sending it out to, women who want to lose weight. It might be the right audience, right? The women, they want to get fit. Building muscle is a part of the process of losing weight, but your messaging is saying that you're going to help them build muscle, get big. In their minds, they may be saying, I want a small stomach and lose weight. So you're not connecting with them. It's the wrong message to the right audience. Talking to the right people because they want to get in shape, but you're saying build muscle, which got them thinking, I'm not trying to get all big and bulky. I'm trying to get, I want to get fine, So messaging is the third mistake.
Awesome. So your messaging may be correct,
but your messaging is wrong.
It's wrong.
You may be saying it to the right people. It's just the wrong message.
To the right people.
It's not clicking.
Yep. All right. I will just shout out. I see some entrepreneurs that we're connected with watching today. Miss AJ out of the Bull City. Thank you for always supporting all of my platforms, really. And let's see here. I thought there was a comment there. Nope, that was just another notification. All right. Let's go ahead and hop on to jump to number 4, Ty.
So number 4 is the reverse, right? So like you were saying, so 4 is you're giving the right message to the wrong people, right? And we can use the same example. Once again, you're speaking about building muscle, but you're saying it to women who want to lose weight. So once again, now you have the right message, but it's to the wrong people. You need to be talking to people who are looking to build muscle. So you got to identify that audience. So 3 and 4, even though I'm separated, they kind of go hand in hand. So essentially, big picture, you need to make sure that you have the right message going to the right people. If you can do that, obviously the conversions are there, but you can't get there unless you're clear about the benefit, and you can't be clear about the benefit or the solution if you're not aware of what that is.
And I was just going to ask, how does an entrepreneur know that their message is wrong or that they're giving the right message to the wrong audience?
Okay, so in most cases, what happens is most of us are trying to give people what we want them to have, right? And that's why the awareness piece is so key. So I'll tell you what you do. It's very critical that when you're coming up with an offer, a promo, a deal, special, whatever, campaign, you have to put yourself in the mind of your target audience, right? So if you are a fitness trainer, right, and if what you're trying to push is building muscle, now you got to ask yourself, the people that I'm trying to target, and that's what you start with, the people who I want to target, what do they need or what do they want? What are they saying in their head? If they're not saying build muscle, you can't send that message out. So you start with the target audience first, because sometimes what we want to push is not there. Like my coach, for instance, one of the biggest things that help clients with is mindset. But the way they bring people in is through marketing leads. Right? Most business people, they want leads. They want leads. They want leads. They want to learn how to get leads. But really, one of the things that keep them from getting leads is the fact that they don't have a proper mindset for marketing, because you want to force what you want onto your audience versus kind of putting yourself and getting involved in the conversation that they're having in their head.
Yeah. This is great stuff, Ty.
Huh?
Expected. I said this is great stuff, as expected. For those of you that are just tuning in, we have Mr. Ty Hamilton of Creative Dimensionz discussing 5 major marketing mistakes that entrepreneurs make at some point, along their entrepreneur journey. And he's already giving us 4 amazing tips. I've actually been dropping them in the comments. But before he gets to tip number 5, let's just switch gears briefly, okay, Ty.
Okay.
And talk about the COVID-19 pandemic. Gosh, we're going through this now. I guess officially we're no longer in a pandemic, right? Maybe as a few months ago, it's no longer currently not classified, I believe, as a pandemic, but it's still real. Numbers are unfortunately increasing again. So over the last 2.5 years almost that we have been enduring COVID-19 or the COVID-19 pandemic, how does marketing look different for entrepreneurs and business owners? And I mean, do you see any advantages now that life is, we're living this new normal since the pandemic started?
So marketing doesn't really look different. I mean, I think more people are relying more on technology to communicate and connect. Like being here in Atlanta prior to the pandemic, obviously you have networking events going on all over the place. With the pandemic, that shuts down. So now what do? You meet virtually. So people, I think Zoom, their stocks probably went up through the roof during the pandemic. You had all kinds of Zoom calls, Zoom meetings. But I'll say just fundamentally, marketing has not changed. What I'll say about the pandemic, I believe that what it did do is it gave a lot of people to kind of a chance to pause and assess where they were in life, right? And then think about what it is they want to do. With people getting laid off, right? You have people dying. You're hearing about how many deaths you have day to day. And all right, now if I had a job making 30, 40, 50,000, 60,000, I've been laid off. What do? How do I kind of make up for that loss? You hear about things like Uber, like Lyft, like Instacart. And people started to figure out that there are other ways to make money. People who did have a job that allowed them to work remotely now they realize I don't have to be in the office, every single day to do my job. I can work remotely. So I think it gave people more opportunities to kind of to be more flexible in their lifestyle. I know plenty of people who started a business during the pandemic and made crazy money, especially with the e-com. The e-com side of things was ridiculous. But to get back to answer your question, as far as marketing itself, I mean, people are marketing the same way we've been marketing, yeah, not too much has changed.
Awesome. I think we were still able to hear you, Ty, but I think your video has frozen. Let's see here. We can bring Ty back on. Okay, there we are. See some movement now. We've been live with Ty Hamilton of Creative Dimensionz, and Ty, y'all, has been dropping some gems, okay? Discussing 5 major marketing mistakes that entrepreneurs make. And if you take a look at my comments, I've already, I think I put all 4 nuggets there for you. And now Ty is going to tell you the 5th mistake that entrepreneurs and business owners make when marketing their services, products and services. Let's see if we can bring Mr. Hamilton back on.
Hey,
Ty, there you are. So mistake number 5, Ty.
Yeah, so mistake number 5 is just not having a strategy. Not having a strategy. That's probably something that I see that's most common, even with more experienced entrepreneurs, right? Especially with entrepreneurs that have a product, and like newer entrepreneurs that have a product that they sell. Most of the time, they think just posting about the product they have and the discount that is just gonna like fly off the shelf. You have to have a strategy. You need to have an end game. For services too, it's even more important. When you provide a service, you have to have an end game. So you have marketing strategy is like the umbrella, which if you want to say, it can be the outline of how you're going to get from A to B. And then you have the marketing tactics that fall underneath. So those are the things like, running Facebook ads, or if you're going to post 3 to 5 times a day, and you kind of have it mapped out on what topic you're going to speak about. Like, those are the tactics, but the strategy is the overall plan, right? And kind of and having it flow together, so that you kind of get from A to B with the end goal in mind. And it's something that you can measure too. It's also a measurable process.
Yeah. I was going to say, it has to be, you have to have the measurable goals as well. So
Yes.
have the strategy, but have the action plan with measurable goals to execute
Yep.
that strategy. All right. Now, Ty, I know this is something that you and your team, y'all are beasts when it comes to helping entrepreneurs and business owners create a strategy. So for those who are just tuning in, why don't you drop your contact information with the Visionary Conversations with Shanna audience?
So once again, my name is Ty Hamilton. That's Ty Hamilton. And you can follow me on Instagram. Most of my posts on Instagram are at Ty Hamilton is, and that's IZ. At Ty Hamilton is IZ. And then Facebook is Creative Dimensionz, Ty Hamilton. And then the website is www.creativedimensionz, and that's Dimensionz with a Z on the end. A Z on the end. Creative Dimensionz with a Z on the end. Okay, no S.com. And then my email is workwithty@creativedimensionz.com. That's Dimensionz with a Z on the end. Dimensionz with a Z on the end.
Y'all heard it. It's actually been going in the ticker as well. Creative Dimensionz with a Z on the end. I'm gonna have to make sure I say it like y'all do, Ty. Yeah. Okay, so it's no mistake what website you go to, because there is one Ty Hamilton, and I know you have an amazing team at Creative Dimensionz, including your beautiful wife and the others who help propel your business forward. What final nugget for greatness will you drop to our listening audience today?
I'm gonna roll 2 in 1. Okay. The first one I'm gonna just make short. This is for people, for entrepreneurs who have a lot of things they're doing, right? So a lot of times you hear about multiple streams of income. People get started, they want to start this business, that, and that's fine. One thing I want to say real quick is pick one, right? Especially if you're just starting off. Pick one, have those other ideas. The goal is to just build up that one business, and once you have it where you want, you can leverage that to then kind of mess with the other two. Many times people make the mistake of trying to build them all at once, right? And that causes burnout, confusion, and you just throw in the towel and want to quit. So that's this kind of, I just wanted to add that as a bonus tip. But what I really want to talk about or finish or wrap up with is mindset. Right? And I know that's real broad and that's general, but I am so passionate in talking to people about the way they think. Please understand that, and this is in life, whether you're trying to become an entrepreneur, if you're a career professional, I don't care who you are. If you're striving to be a better version of yourself or a better you, it's very important to audit and assess the quality of your thoughts. What are you saying to yourself in your mind, right? Because understand, whatever you tell yourself up here, that is what is, okay? There is no way around it. It is more difficult to remain positive up here than it is to be negative. So you have to be intentional about creating the environment, because anybody who knows the law of attraction, your thoughts are influenced by your environment, right? And then your feelings are influenced by your thoughts, and your decisions are influenced by your feelings. Yep. So how do you make the right decisions, right? Or the best decisions? Or how do you stay uplifted? How do you stay optimistic? You got to surround yourself with, you have to create that environment if you don't have it. If you don't have a bunch of positive friends, happy-go-lucky, create it. Yep. What are you listening to? What are you reading, right? What are you consuming? Subconsciously, you pick up so much throughout the course of the day. The news is negative. Your coworkers are negative. You got people in your business that are negative, your parents, family, whatever it may be. You have to create that environment, and you got to be dedicated and committed to it. As cliche as it sounds, and as bubblegum rapper as it might be, it's true.
Yep.
Well, and that's it. So yeah, audit the quality of your thoughts. And if it's not, if you're like, one thing that I believe is true that sounds impossible is if you look around and see how things are going for you right now, in most cases, it's just a reflection of what's going on the inside.
Mm-hmm. I could not have said it better than myself. That is essentially aligned with, I'm a therapist, psychotherapist.
A great one at that. Sorry.
Thank you, Ty. But that's a central component of what we call cognitive behavioral therapy. And, whether my clients are entrepreneurs or not entrepreneurs, that's one of the main things that they get from me, or I pour into them all the time. Mindset is key. And I truly love how you said it. Audit and assess the quality of your thoughts, because we all have thoughts, right?
Yep.
I mean, that we don't even think about. We don't even know. We're not conscious of what we're thinking all the time, right? But that's why it's imperative, as Ty said, to be intentional, right? Be intentional about doing an audit and assessing the quality of your thoughts. And more importantly than that, as you said, Ty, be intentional about putting yourself in environments that are going to foster quality thoughts as well, right?
Yes.
Because that's only going to make you better as an individual. And certainly that's going to help you thrive as an entrepreneur and business person as well.
Yes.
As an entrepreneur and business owner, even if you have a full team, right? Your business, because you are the visionary, your business cannot survive without you. So you have to ensure that you're in the best state of mind that you can be. If you're struggling with this, right? If you're struggling with your mindset, if you are struggling with marketing, y'all, you'll be tripping if you don't contact Ty Hamilton, all right, of Creative Dimensionz. So get in contact with the Creative Dimensionz team today. The website is in the ticker, Creative Dimensionz with a Z.com. Also follow Ty Hamilton on Instagram as well as Facebook. Thank you so much, Ty.
You're
Definitely we'll be connecting with you and the misses further as we move forward. Love and greatness, Ty.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I know I gotta say one thing before we go. I just want to give a shout out to you, Shanna, because I've seen, like, when we met, where you were and how you've gotten back to that place, how you've been persistent, how you haven't given up, and you've built. When I talk, like, anybody that want to talk about mental health, right? This is somebody you need to talk to, because the things that not only she's been able to help others with in her profession, but what she's been able to overcome herself as an individual is a story in itself. So Shane, I want to give you your flowers and let you know that your greatness is continuing to shine upon the people that you touch. So keep doing what you're doing. And I'm happy to see where you are. Right. Because anybody that's been on this, like, entrepreneurs, it's a struggle like that come with it. That's kind of how you earn your stripes. And you've handled everything with grace. You know what I'm saying? You just kept building. So I'm happy for you. Keep doing your thing. Yeah.
Woo, thank you so much. Oh gosh, Ty, you really touched me with that. Yeah. That's a whole other show. We can talk the mental cost of entrepreneurship. I actually told talk about it today. Ty was actually one of the amazing speakers at the my 5th business anniversary celebration. Ty, I can't believe it's been almost 5 years ago. So Ty, I received that. Thank you so much. I'm telling you, and I tell others as well, I'm forever grateful, for everything that Ty Hamilton has done to pour into me as an individual and a business owner. So I know if he can do it for me, he can do it for you as well. But the last thing, Ty, because, I don't know, I'm going to throw it back at you, okay? It's not coming right now. But I got something special for everyone, including Ty Hamilton, who has poured into, my platform, into my vision from nearly the beginning. So y'all just stay tuned. We'll be sharing more about that in the coming months. But thank you so much, Ty. And definitely, I can't wait to get up with you, the missus, as well as the two. I haven't met the little one. So
man, this is about to be number 6. So
I love it. I love it. I love it. I'll see you soon, Ty.
All right. Thank you very much.
Bye. Y'all, There you have it, Mr. Ty Hamilton of Creative Dimensionz. I am so serious, y'all. I'm not going to bring just anybody on this show, okay? And I'm not, even in real life, I'm not going to connect with just anybody. I'm telling y'all, Ty is the truth, okay? Like we were only on 30 minutes. We could have been talking for 3 hours or longer, okay? Ty always brings the nuggets, all right? Just briefly before I step out for today. Thank y'all so much. Again, it's been a while since I've hopped on here, but I'm always and forever grateful for everyone who supports all of my platforms: Visions of Greatness, Destination Greatness, Living Boldly with Shanna, 1929 Enterprises. I am immensely and forever grateful for each of you. And of course, if you're new to me and my platforms, follow me. All social media platforms at Shanna A. Jefferson. A few upcoming events briefly. Let's see. Next Saturday, July 23rd in Charlotte, North Carolina, y'all, the Queen City. I'm so excited. I will celebrate 1 year in the Queen City, and I want to celebrate with y'all. So if you're a creative business owner, entrepreneur, or you're an aspiring entrepreneur, I want to see you in Uptown Charlotte. Just go to my Eventbrite, ShanaJefferson.com, to join us for Happy Hour with Shanna. It's very informal. We're going to just network, mingle. There'll be free food, be some drinks, and honestly, I want to play some spades, okay? So that's how we're going to celebrate next Saturday, July 23rd, starting at 5 p.m. in the Queen City. And last but not least, I'm actually going to play this video for the official announcement. But if you've been following me, you perhaps already know 15 days from today, I will be in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm so excited. Take a look at this video so y'all can learn more. I'll see y'all again on Visionary Conversations with Shanna. We're going to do this every first and third Friday. So I'll see y'all August 5th. But in the interim, take a look at this video. Love and greatness, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Congratulations to psychotherapist, certified life and business coach, and author Shanna A. Jefferson for being selected as an official vendor for the 26th Annual Women's Empowerment to be held on July 30th in Raleigh, North Carolina. Organized by Radio 1 in 1994, Women's Empowerment was designed to enhance the lives of Black women by addressing issues that impact their health, relationships, and overall lifestyle. Ms. Jefferson has been seen and heard on